Alright, so today we're going to be continuing with more Assassin's Creed Valhalla, and we're going to do something a little different today, a little bit of a sidetrack for once, since I've been pretty much beelining the story every time I turn this on to record. I've done almost everything else on my own, just like running around getting treasure chests, running around doing all the really menial stuff and just scouting the whole scope of the game as much as I can for the parameters that I would like to have off part versus on part. But today, I think it is time to finally do some random side things, starting with, and I have no idea how long this will take, I want to do all of the mushrooms. I want to run around all of the different areas and get as much of the mushrooms that I can. Now, there are pretty much, aside from, I think there's like 2 cairns that I haven't done. I actually tried this one earlier today on my own and I couldn't get it again. It's just, the cairns are probably the worst thing in the game. In my opinion, I'm aware that a lot of other people from when I looked online many months ago just like seeing like, hey, what are some tips for playing the game? And a lot of people hate the cairns, which are these things. It's when you stack the stones. They're just really annoying puzzles because they're really finicky, and the physics are kind of jank on them. Some of them are alright and easy, but I'm not a fan of them, but for the most part. They're kind of the worst part of the whole game, in my opinion. Which, they're still not the worst compared to other aspects of other Assassin's Creed games, but they're just not really fun. There's something that you kind of just do if you really, 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 really just have nothing else to do. But yeah, today we're gonna start off by headhunting all of... What are you doing out... Oh, you're fishing. I'm like, what are you doing out here in the shadows, my man? Okay. But yeah, today we're gonna go around, do all the mushrooms. We're gonna get Eivor high. Now, I myself am... what's the term for it? Straight something? I don't know. I've never done drugs, but we're gonna have Eivor do a shit ton of them today. We're gonna have him do all of the drugs. So, we're gonna get started with whatever this is here in Nottinghamshire. If I can... Oh, they're up on the rock. They blended in with the rocks. So yeah, we're gonna get... The reason I've held these off is that I remember some of these, and if you go back to my PS4 brief playthrough that I did on the channel from 4 years ago now, some of these events are very funny. I did do one of these today just to see whether or not these would be worth doing if I'm in the mood for them, and it sent Eivor into a psych trip where he fought these orc-looking characters who reminded me of Azog the Defiler from the Hobbit trilogy, if you know that character. They look like him, and there was also a steel boar that was on fire for some reason. So every single one of these seems to be something, and they have cool visuals, and they have different goals, I believe. Because I remember one of the old ones being like you have to go through these portals for a seal or something? Okay, this one is very similar to the one I did earlier today to test. I'm just gonna throw this guy off. That worked. Can I throw his giant lance? No. It's more like a halberd. Okay, that was it. Yeah, they're just kind of events like this. There's a ton of them left over in the world because I've not done any of them up until this point. Fly Agaric. So that is what we're doing. We're gonna run around the whole map and get all of the little mushroom symbols. There's one up here by Jorvik. Oh, Hogwarts Legacy, version 1.0000010. Okay. I haven't played Hogwarts Legacy since it came out, I don't believe. I got it back in March of 2023, and I played it once. And I thought it was fine. I talked a little bit more about that in the Sackboy A Big Adventure video I did. The Minster. I love the name of this place, the Minster. But yeah, if you saw the last video, which would have been the last video I put up on the channel, first of all, I just want to say, that video was kind of a pain in the ass, I will not lie. So I recorded that throughout a single day, and I didn't know how long I'd been playing the game, because if you remember watching it, I was pretty much post-COVID, and my voice was trying to come back still. And for some reason, somehow, in the magic of losing track of time, I played that for 5 hours almost. It was like 4 hours and 50 minutes was the end runtime, which in itself was me still trimming out like little things of like me like taking a few water breaks and stuff like that. So I played about 5 hours last time I did this, which is good because we got 2 regions done. We got done with Lincolnshire and Yervikshire. But I was very surprised compiling the videos together and be like, oh crap, this is long. Which is also the reason why at the very end of that video, if you watched all the way to the end, that the video cut off because I ran out of memory on my hard drive. I use an external drive to store all of the video files that I record for this stuff, and it ran out of space. At some point, I do need to get a new hard drive because this hard drive is essentially at the end of its life anyway, in terms of like new usability, because I do store everything that I record on the hard drive. What is my horse like stopping for? Oh, it ran out of stamina. I was like, why? I don't see my horse running out of stamina too much in this game. It's a fully upgraded horse, so I wouldn't expect it to slow down for me. I've given you everything I've got, horse, please. But yeah, the hard drive I use is, how many terabytes? It's like 2 terabytes or something. It's either 2 or 4 terabytes or something, but it's annoying to me because series like this versus, I'm just going to throw out another one that is actually on the same hard drive, Shenmue, the first Shenmue game that I did a playthrough of 3-ish years ago now or something. Damn, I need to get on Shenmue 2, really. That's the only Shenmue game I haven't played so far, and I really need to get on it. I've been thinking about it a lot, actually, the past month. I'm like, you know, I should really play Shenmue 2, because I played through Shenmue 3 and 1. Should probably finish that trilogy. But I also need to get on Ghost of Tsushima again, and I also need to finish Pokemon, and I also need to now finish Ocarina of Time, maybe? Ocarina of Time's a maybe. It's like, I love starting Ocarina of Time, not so much finishing it. Pokemon I do need to get on, though. But, I ramble. But, yeah, so this hard drive has everything from, like, the past 3 years on it. And that includes things like the whole Red Dead Redemption 2 playthrough, all of these videos for Assassin's Creed Valhalla, anything else in between of that, the start of the new Ghost of Tsushima series. A lot of these videos are in 4K and take up anywhere from 50 to 100 gigabytes each. So you got to put that in perspective. That's essentially a single video of me like playing this for 2 hours or something is the data capacity of the entire game itself. These are big files. So I do need to get a new hard drive. I think I have like 300 gigabytes at the moment on this thing, so I can record this, but when I'm piecing it together to make another video, it's going to copy the same amount of physical, well, digital, it's not physical data, but you know, it's going to copy the same amount of data to render a video. So I'm going to have both the raw footage and then the finished product video in the hard drive, which is going to just eat so much at the data space. This is all the boring, nuanced stuff that people don't really care to talk about when they're making content, but this is just like, yeah, this is my reality right now. It's just like, oh, I kind of hit the brick wall a little bit with this hard drive. I do need to get a new one. I will. But, yeah. Okay, so that's kind of the weird part, is that I remember these being a lot more entertaining 4 years ago. It's going to be specifically based on which ones I interact with. We're going for all of them that I can find on the map. But some of these are going to be boring like that. It's just like, oh, I ate some mushrooms and fought a couple... Like, I was not even paying attention. I was busy talking, and I just kind of finished it. It was just a couple, like, boars or something like that. Alright, we're gonna go for this. And if we probably will get through all of the mushrooms, we'll start doing a couple random side quests that are on the map as well. Some of these random markers, like there's one here I've been skipping forever at Crawlin. There's like some Tomb Raider-esque guys in here. I remember them vaguely being dumb in the same way the Wet Bandits are in Home Alone, or something like that. That's kind of the vibe I get from it. That's what I remember. I don't know for sure. This is 4 years ago. The fact that I remember that I did that at all is kind of nice. And kind of pointless, but I did. Yeah, so last video I remember at the end of it I talked about doing one of the side quests out in Grantbridgeshire. That was kind of the point of me going towards Grantbridgeshire, aside from getting the... the Templar leader guy. I did get him at the very end of it, yeah. So yeah, we went here, we killed the guy, video ended. That was because I ran out of memory space, because I did go and do that quest, but I didn't realize until after I did that quest and did my normal wrap-up that right after I killed that guy, the footage pretty much died while I was walking over to go do this quest. So I just cut that little snip out and was just like, okay, that's it. Just put a little title card at the end that says, oh, I ran out of memory. Sorry, folks. I didn't know. I didn't know while I was making it that it happened. There's nothing in my capture software that will warn me that that is happening. It doesn't give a shit what my hard drive is doing, and that's rude of it. Alright, so looks like we're going to be eating some mushrooms that are growing out of some dead guy's corpse. This is totally normal behavior. It's like 800 AD. This is normal behavior. Okay, it looks like a fight. Defeat the enemy. Yep, and it's a bear. And it's bears plural. Oh my god. Right. We're gonna do this. How do you poison hallucinations? I don't know, but we just did. Eivor, you can't give a finisher to something that's not there. Look at my horse. Look at my horse just looking like it's defying the laws of physics right now at a slanted angle. I love it. Reminds me of Skyrim. I haven't played Skyrim either in many years, which is kind of weird to me, but... never know. Maybe in the future. That is something that I started and never ended up finishing either, was... not Morrowind. I've never played Morrowind for the channel, but... Oblivion. I talked about it a couple times in the past, but yeah, Oblivion's a bit of a shame of a big series that I went through. It's actually quite a long playthrough for it was like 6 parts, I think, 6 or 7. And I was doing the Fighters Guild stuff, I believe. I didn't do a whole lot for the main campaign, which is a shame. That game is super long, though, but I love playing Oblivion. And the reason it never came back is because my current quote-unquote new capture card that I've had since 2021 does not like the Xbox 360, and I don't know if it likes my Xbox One, to be honest. I haven't used either of my Xboxes, any of my Xboxes. I also have the first one, but I haven't used any of my Xboxes in 4 years, pretty much since I did the Project Spark video. But yeah, I'm not sure if there's a way to I do know that it doesn't like my 360. There's no audio with it, which is funny because actually, yeah, that does wait. Trying to think. Yeah, I made the project. Okay, this is a little behind the scenes, kind of pointless me thinking out loud moment again. But while I was making the Project Spark video, which I still get great comments for, I'm very pleased with that video doing well. It's done very well on the channel, and people like it. That's kind of the bottom line of it, is that people really like it, and I still get positive comments about it, which is nice. I put 4 or 5 months of my life into researching that thing and making sure everything was hard-ass legit, like, based in real information, for me just going into the weirdest places to try and find out everything I could about that topic in the game and everything. That was nuts. Talked to a few of the developers. It was a really good thing that I will probably not do again, which is funny because I just got a comment like last week, like, hey, are there any other videos like this that you've made? And I'm just like, I don't respond to that stuff because I'm just like, no, it's just stuff like this at the moment. If I ever get the itch to do something like that again, then sure. But that was a very hyper-fixation kind of period of time for me with something that I was kind of fascinated with, but also saw a gap in the information about it online in like a consumable way, which was very evident with me doing the research of like, yeah, this is all stuff that people, this is all information that is just going to get lost in the cracks of the internet if somebody doesn't like put the puzzle together soon. Because a lot of that information I got was legitimately going back almost 10 years into various forums and other sites that were really dusty, and I don't know how long some of them have been interacted with. So, in any case, I ramble about that. But yeah, my 360, God, I ramble so much about things that it's just like, the topic that I was talking about at the start was like 5 minutes ago. So, bottom line with Oblivion and Xbox-related content. I've never tried my original Xbox with this capture card. I have no idea how it will interact. My Xbox 360 is fine with the video feed, but it does not output any type of audio to my capture card, which is really annoying. The point of why I brought that up at the start of all this and went to Project Spark and stuff is that I recorded some footage of things like Metal Gear Solid 5 and little other tiny bits of like other games and such relevant to the topics in that video from my Xbox 360. Those pieces of footage had no audio, which was fine for the video, but that was when I found out that my capture card would not allow me to like capture anything for the 360 in terms of audio. So for some reason, it doesn't like it. The Xbox One seems to be fine. I just am aware that it's a bit of a pain in the ass to set up the audio for that because it's different from the Switch and the the PlayStation consoles I have. So, that is that. That is the story. It's like, I have plenty of Xbox stuff. I don't really record any of it or play it too much just because it's all a little bit of a pain in the ass to set up compared to PlayStation or Nintendo. Where are we going? I've just been running around because I've been rambling. We are going to go to this one. So, that is why Elder Scrolls Oblivion is not coming back at this current time. Still, 4 year. I think I started that in like I started that in like April or March of 2020. All we want to do is share our music with the world. If I ever, for some reason, go back to Elder Scrolls Oblivion, it would probably be on the PC, just because it would make things easier, and I would know for certain that the game would be fine. I believe I'm trying to think now, why did I play? Because I've had Oblivion on the PC for a long time, since like 2012 or 11 or something. Why did I play the 360? I wanted to say I just kind of wanted to prove a point of playing the Xbox 360 version by just going to the original-ish, quote-unquote, at least the original in my experience, because I had Oblivion for the 360 forever. But, I just wanted to play the 360 console version, pretty much. It was just like, yeah, I just want to play the console version just because I don't see that many people doing it as much. That's kind of a thing I put into thought sometimes. What is chasing me? Nothing? Okay. Yeah, I don't see anything. Weird. That's something I kind of tried to... Ooh, sword. I try to take a look at if I'm planning on playing something a little older or maybe different in some way. Just like, okay, Skyrim. If I were to play Skyrim, I would play probably the PlayStation 4 Definitive Edition. I wouldn't play the PC version. I have the PC version. I have both of the PC versions. But it's just more like, okay, what am I comfortable playing with? What would get me in a comfy mood to play a long video game? What is this? Hallucination challenge. Observe the signs and light the right braziers to be able to pass through the gates. Oh, it's a puzzle. Okay. I'm looking at the shields. The statues themselves don't seem to matter too much. Like, they're all lit. Yeah, it's like I'm looking at... Did the shields matter? Question mark? Yeah, I don't know what this one's asking of me. Oh. Okay, yeah, I was thinking this would be like arrow-based or something. Is it just color coordinated? Blue shields with blue fire and orangey red shields with red fire? I'm gonna guess. No? I like how there's just some men of Christ back there and they're just walking by, just unfazed at me having some weird delirium over here. Is there another color? No, it's just blue or orange. Oh, they're fighting something. They're probably fighting whatever was trying to attack me earlier. I don't see what it is, though. Yeah, I don't really understand this one because the shields don't seem to matter. I'm waiting for a portal to appear there, and nothing seems to be working. I'm gonna try opposites. No. Is it based on the actual model of the statue? Maybe blue for the Nord-looking ones and red for not? I'm also not sure if there's supposed to be some sort of portal that, like, opens here. I would expect so. That doesn't seem to be it either. That's the thing, because it's covered in dirt, but this is a blue shield, so I would think, oh, blue. This one's orangey red? Oh, red. So I'm not sure what this is asking of me, because there's not really much else to go off of. I can't light my arrows with these either. Yeah, this one's actually kind of stumped me. I don't know what this is. And if you know and are annoyed, I am sorry. But yeah, I don't see. I don't see what's going on here. I will say it's a little interesting to see that it appears that everybody who is dead here is all of these Azog-looking guys. And then there's just one guy here. Does he have a shield up here? Like, this is the same shade. Like, this is the same pattern, but it's not the same colors. We're still gonna try it. Maybe blue for the blue guys? Yeah, there's only one human here, it seems. I'm not gonna lie, this puzzle sucks. This puzzle does kind of freaking suck. I'm half tempted just to look this up because it's probably got a very simple answer that I just do not see. Right, I'm looking this up. This is ridiculous. If I even can. Where are we? Alright, so... Here we go. Alright, so how do we do this? You'll need to change certain flames in front of the statues from red to blue to complete the puzzle. With your back to the gate, face the 6 statues and change the flames from left to right as follows to solve the puzzle. Okay, so this guy just straight up tells you. Oh, you have got to be kidding me. I don't know if there's any thought behind this, but this is straight up it. So, blue, red, blue, red, blue, red is apparently it. Wait a minute. That's what it says the puzzle answer is. You'll need to change certain flames in front of the statues from red to blue to complete the puzzle. Go back to the gate, face the 6 statues. Okay, so my back is to the gate. Blue, red. Oh, it's another red. Okay. Red. Blue. Okay, yep, that's up. Yeah, I don't know. Is this just something you're supposed to just mess around with and see if you actually get it or not? I don't know. We're done with it.
Drink by the campfire, skate on the ice, buy a lean horse and a tempered sword. Do these things and be pleased with your lot.
Yeah, that puzzle kind of sucked. I will say, though, interesting how the skeleton of the only human here is the one that is here still. That's the nice attention to detail that makes this world feel very lived in and legit, in my opinion. Just like the small stuff. There's a lot of small details like that in this game. But yeah, that puzzle absolutely blew. I did not see why any of that would be necessary. Okay. Sure. Just move on to next. Just move on to the next one. Just forget about it. It's okay. It's done. We don't ever have to do it again. We're going to jump all the way over here to Shropshire. Also, if for some reason, and I highly doubt it's catching through my mic, you hear some sort of loud noises or music or anything like that, a couple blocks away there's like some sort of block party or something. They do that occasionally where I live in the summer, and I'm kind of glad that I don't live right next to them. So, if there's any like that is literally a couple streets away from me, I can actually hear it through this headset, but I don't think the mic is going to pick it up. It's one of those mild annoyances. It's training me early to be that annoying old man who just gets annoyed at noises while he's working. So what do we got here? These? I don't think I was supposed to eat that one. No, it's a couple... Oh, nope. Nope. Whatever I just ate was bad. Okay, my auto regen is working, which is nice, but we were not supposed to eat those. Oh, no, Eivor's throwing up. You see, kids, this is why you don't just go out in the woods and start eating mushrooms. Eivor, are you okay? Oh, man, I am glad I have this regen thing, but yeah, that kind of screwed Eivor up quite a bit. Right, it took like a fourth of our health tank out. So where is it then? It's not this. Six, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It says it's here. It's not above me. It says it's over here for, yeah, it's that for some reason. What does this say? Engraved in stone, Druid I shall be. I begin my initiation. I have eaten of the mushroom and wait to see the spirits. Oh my! They're naked! They're dancing around me. I didn't know being a druid would do this. Just like... So just got this dude out here just like... Hallucination challenge. Observe the signs and lights of the... right... Oh, it's the same thing as last time! What? I don't like this one. This one sucks. It's like, oh, mess with our night lights and turn them into the right color. How do you do that? I don't know. Fuck you. It's just like, what? The only thing that would make this worse is if there were enemies continually spawning while you're trying to solve this. You know, this is probably the druid. He's probably dead here. Yeah, there's no, it's just touch the flames and figure it out. I don't think there's any rhyme or reason as for telling you how to do this. So, guess what we're gonna do again? We're gonna cheat and consult with this thing. Right, so we're in Shropshire. Ba 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 ba. Once you eat the mushrooms, you will need to change 3 different flames to blue. Similar to where you ate the mushrooms, you only need to change the flames that have large rocks surrounding them. After the 3 flames have been converted to blue, a gate will appear with a focus prompt. So, the hint for this color-coordinated puzzle is which ones have big boulders around them. 1. Okay, that one's red then. And then this one is blue. And then this one is blue. And that is the puzzle? Where's the gate? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I don't like these ones. They're really unintuitive.
Amid bad men, friendship burns hotter than fire for 5 days tumples to ash on the 6th when the fire has burned out.
Here's my problem. The last one didn't even have like a prompt for why those needed to be the colors they were from what I read and what I could look at. Obviously, I was having difficulty with it. But this one is just like, okay, they're doing it again. They're giving you a type of hint, but it doesn't relate at all to why you're changing the flames. It's just bad puzzle design to me. I'm not going to relate the color of flame or the number of the flames here to the way that one of these is designed. If and I were, it would be like, okay, there's swirly patterns on this post. This one must be red. No, in reality, this one was blue. If this one had like swirly blue things or patterns on it, I'd be like, okay, maybe that one's blue. Stuff like that, color-coordinated puzzles. You don't just say, hey, we need you to shoot an arrow between these branches specifically up here because that's how we say the puzzle works. It's like, what? There's no correlation. We're going to go to this one in Gloucestershire. That one is in a weird-looking clearing. Okay, what else is going on? Steven Wilson, my favorite artist, has announced a new solo album. He put out the Harmony Codex last September, and it is a fantastic album. And I wouldn't say it's his best, but I would say that it is very good. My favorite of his is still The Future Bites, which would be very irking to probably a lot of people who know of his work but haven't listened to his whole discography or, you know, his side projects or... I have listened to so much of this man's stuff that I really, really just vibe with The Future Bites. And I understand wholeheartedly why it's honestly one of his personal favorite projects as well. I'm not going to go into a lecture about it, but I will say that it is the album that I enjoy the most of his. But the Harmony Codex was good last year. If you have no idea who I'm talking about, look up Steven Wilson. He also is the frontman for the band Porcupine Tree and Blackfield and other various things, Storm Corrosion. The incredible Expanding Mindfuck. Bass Communion, Bass Communion. I always call it Bass Communion because bass. And... Did I catch that? Oh, I caught that. A firefly. Ooh! Is that a cat? There's just a cat here. What's going on? It's so cute. It's so lovely. Little kitty. But, yeah. I recommend his work. It's not to everybody's liking. It's a bit... How do I put his work into words? It's all very varied depending on what you interact with of his. The guy has like 40 years of music. Yeah, I'm not going to go into this right now. I recommend maybe glancing at some of his work. He's my favorite artist. I like a lot of what he's done. I like most of what he has done. Early Porcupine Tree is a little hit and miss. I prefer No Man in that regard of the time of what he was doing. But, yeah. He has a new album. Anyway, I'm getting stuck on that. Just thinking of his discog and everything. He has a new album coming out next year, or later this year. I forget exactly. I think the tour is next year. But it's called The Overview. It's seems to be from what he's described of it in the like little snippet I think he provided I heard on Instagram or something a week or so ago. I forget exactly. But it seems to be a mix of the Harmony Codex, but in the vein of, I'm going to call it Bass Communion just because that's how I always call it. It's probably Bass Communion. I prefer it Bass because Bass. But it'll be interesting. It probably won't be exactly my vibe because Bass Communion is in itself a bit more of a just kind of sit down and vibe to droning music. It is very ambient drone kind of music. Oh boy, another one of these, except I can't touch them. This is a cool visual though. This is a very cool visual. You know what? Can I use photo mode here? I don't think I can. No, that's for PlayStation's photo mode. Oh no, here we go. Okay. Yeah, I would love to use this as a thumbnail. This would be great. If I can get it right. Just like... Can I pose Eivor? I don't see a prompt here to do that. I think you can. But I just don't see it. I haven't used the photo mode for this game since like March, so I don't remember. I would say this, thinking of like how my frame normally goes, maybe a bit more this way, maybe a bit more that, because I'm trying to line this up. I'm very sorry for wasting time, but it's just like something kind of like this. Yeah, I think something like this will probably work. I think that looks all right. That is a cool picture. I like it a lot. I'm going to write that down just for me. All right, now I know. Right. Anyway, now we're back to the game again. How do I interact with this? Do I just have infinite arrows to change this stuff? At the same time, once again, I don't know what this is asking of me. Right, so it's based on the symbol behind the ship, apparently. Yeah, so any of these, it seems, that have the Raven Clan symbol, you shoot. Yep, it worked. Yeah, I'm not a fan of these flame puzzles. I'll just flatly say that at this point. Anyway, what was oh yeah, I was talking about the new Steven Wilson album. I hope it's good. It'll probably be fine. It probably won't be exactly my groove, just because it will be an ambient droning thing. It's gonna be like 40 or 50 minutes of two songs, I believe he said, that are just gonna be very long ambient pieces, which I will enjoy, but it's not gonna be something I, put on every day. It's not gonna be one of those. It won't be like the Future Bites or To the Bone, Grace for Drowning. It won't be like his Porcupine Tree albums. It's gonna be much more of like it's him dipping into his Bass Communion stuff, Bass Bass Communion. I may as well just start saying it like that. It's gonna be him dipping into his droning ambient stuff, but using his normal name to kind of promote it, I guess, because he loves making that stuff. He just put out a new Bass Bass Communion album 2 months ago. I haven't listened to it yet, but I've heard nothing bad about it. Right, so where's another one? Okay, there's one here. I have a feeling this is the one with the seals. I remember that one the most. That one was in part 2 of the PS4 thing. Well, PS4 original playthrough of this. I have a feeling this is that one. If Eivor wants to get out of the haystack, he wasn't moving for some reason. But since we're on the topic of music, I also put up a new vinyl shelf. I've had a little wooden shelf that has had my copy of The Future Bites, since I brought it up earlier, above a desk for a while, and I put a new shelf above that, which I've put Tears for Fears, The Seeds of Love, which is my favorite album in general. And yes, this is the hallucination with the seals, so this will be a good one. But yeah, the Tears for Fears is The Seeds of Love is my favorite album of all time. It is a synesthetic masterpiece. It is high fine art of music.
How strange.
Roland is an insane perfectionist, and I love his work. Kurt is kind of just there. He's kind of I don't mean to be mean to Kurt because he's great. I love him on Advice for the Young at Heart and such, but to my understanding of everything with their relationship, he kind of is the Art Garfunkel of Tears for Fears, where he's just kind of there. He puts in a little bit, but he's just kind of there. Right. So I need to remember how to do this one. This one is like Lost Woods, if I remember right. Do I have to follow... I think I have to follow the seal to which one it goes to. Yeah, I need to follow the seal. Amazing that I remember that from 4 years ago. So here we go. This one. Which one are you going to this time? You're going to this one. And then the last one.
Before crossing a new threshold, take care. For it is difficult to know what foes lie in wait beyond.
Well, there goes the seals. The seal has been broken. We're actually going through these quite well. Some of them are annoying, but in general, we're kind of coasting through these. We have been at this for about an hour now. Oh, another thing that has been, that I have done, I built that shelf, and I also I located and have procured, I've ordered, a dev shirt for a PlayStation 4 game that I really, really love, which I have played on the channel. I have a dev shirt from Media Molecule for Dreams, and I think it looks fantastic, and I've gotten a lot of compliments for it. It's a lovely shirt. But I also now have a dev shirt from Pixel Opus for Concrete Genie. Now, why, would you ask, would I be interested in dev shirts? Well, oftentimes they're better than the shirts that PlayStation themselves puts out on their stores, which is kind of my annoyance, is that the dev shirts tend to look better and more stylish than the stuff that Sony themselves puts out for their consumer products. So I'm just like, I love this game. This looks very nice. I would like to have it. I would like to wear this, please. But double to that, Concrete Genie is a very good game. It is very dear to my heart. I love it a lot, even though in my playthrough on the channel, in the moment while I'm doing that, I'm kind of taking the shit out of it. And in reality, I really love the game a lot. And I was kind of sad to find out recently, I think in the past 2 months, that last year Pixel Opus shut down. That was kind of a shocker to me. I don't know if I've talked about this on the channel or not. I know I've meant to. But yeah, Pixel Opus is dead. Sony shut them down because of... Essentially, it came down to the generic corporate, this studio is too ambitiously expensive and their last product didn't sell kind of situation. Which is a bit of a shame because Concrete Genie is one of those games that I think will have a little bit of a cult following in future years if it doesn't already. I don't know. I just know personally I love it a lot. I've never met anyone else who's played it. Looks like this is going to be some sort of brazier puzzle again with the fire or something, because there's a bunch of them here. But, yeah, it's a bit of a shame. If you don't know what I'm talking about, maybe go watch the video series, at least one of them, maybe. The playthrough I did of Concrete Genie. It's a great game. I joke around a bit too much of it, in my opinion, for how much I actually like the game, but, yeah. It's a great game. It's like... The best way I can word it is it's like Epic Mickey mixed with Jet Set Radio with the aesthetics of something like What Remains of Edith Finch. I love it. I really love it, which is why I got this t-shirt now for it. But yeah, Pixel, that's a bit of a shame. It's always a real shame, in my opinion, when you see developers who are given a chance to make something actually artistic, creative, and good in its end game quote. The game itself ended up good. And because it didn't sell, the team is just gone now. Which to me is... I want to pause for a second. It's kind of funny to me how... A part of why the PlayStation... This is not the entire reason, but I'm playing this on a PlayStation 5 right now. There aren't really... What's the way to put this? I know I'm bad with words, just one second. The culture Sony has given around for the PlayStation 5 is drastically different than the culture around the PlayStation 4, if you know what I mean if you play PlayStation games. The PlayStation 4 had a very interesting and quite artistically creative culture around it from the developer and game output side of things, if you don't count things like just like, oh, like the, I don't know, like Hyperdimension Neptunia and weird stuff that fails, like Vampire or whatever games that just are like, oh, these big, heavy, publicized games and such that don't make a whole lot of money in the end because they're just kind of mid, even though they're pushed like they're AAA games or something. The PlayStation 4 has a lot of great games on it. And part of that, I think, is because of the issue, the weird divergence from the PlayStation 3, I think, is a reason for that. Here's the thing. When the PlayStation 3 era ended, the PlayStation 3 was only supported for like the rest of the year while the PlayStation 4 came out, and there were very few games that were ported from the PlayStation 3 to the PlayStation 4. You had a few cross-platform games. I think this infamous Second Son might have been one. Metal Gear Solid 5, the first one, not Phantom Pain. There was very few there's very little bleed over from PlayStation 3 to PlayStation 4. So PlayStation 4 had to make its own identity with things like The Order 1886, Horizon Zero Dawn, Dreams, Concrete Genie. What's another good one? Bloodborne. Bloodborne was a big one. Looking behind me now, just like, yeah, God of War. It had to... It couldn't rest on its laurels as a system. Sony had to fund their developers to make creative and new ideas for this platform because the technology didn't really allow for them to economically convert stuff from the PlayStation 3 to the PlayStation 4. They had to kind of start fresh a little bit. The problem with the PlayStation 5 is that it's pretty much built off the backbone of the PlayStation 4, so that's why you have everything essentially still new from Sony, like the new Gran Turismo, the new Horizon Zero, the new God of War. God. Elden Ring. Even Kena Bridge of Spirits is on the PlayStation 4. And then you have all the ports of things that can easily just be kind of upgraded. Things like Ghost of Tsushima, The Last of Us, Uncharted had a bunch of ports, like Lost Legacy and Uncharted 4 got a port. Sackboy: A Big Adventure was a cross-platform thing. Bugsnax. You really... Like Grand Theft Auto, that's from the Xbox 360. You have a ton of stuff that can easily just be ported over because it can ride on the backbone of the hardware from the previous generation easily. So it doesn't need to create its own identity. It doesn't have to do that. It doesn't need a whole lot of effort to create a fat stack of cash. It just does it anyway, because it's the same situation that the Nintendo Switch had to do the same thing as the PlayStation 4 in that it had to make new content at the start. At this point, the Switch it's still riding along with newish content, but it's been around long enough to where a lot of that stuff is kind of just being up-res. Like, you had the Pikmin 1 and 2 collection last year. There's a shit ton of ports. I'm not going to get into this whole topic, but it is a whole topic in and of itself that probably other YouTubers have made a long-ass videos for. But my point is, the PlayStation 4 had to cultivate its own identity, and the PlayStation 5 has, at this point, not really had to. It tries to make it look like it does, but in my opinion, as a PlayStation 5 owner for like about 4 years now, I don't have anything on the system that is really interesting in and of itself, in that I'm like, okay, I can only play this on the PlayStation 5. Nope. Even Kena Bridge of Spirits. Kena Bridge of Spirits is my favorite game for the PlayStation 5. And that is on the PlayStation 4, and it's about to be put on the Xbox as well, actually. They got that. Their license with Sony probably ended, or whatever, like, thing, agreement. That ended, apparently, and now they're putting it on the Xbox. Even this game that I've played the most out of anything on the PlayStation 5 is on everything else as well. Oh, I love how there's a dead person, like another player, like way over there, that for some reason spawned in while I'm doing this. Anyway, I ramble. I'm not big on, like, gamer politics or anything like that. I normally keep anything like that to myself, for the most part. But it's like, yes, there very much is a cultural identity issue with the PlayStation 5 in and of itself as a platform. The PlayStation 4 very much had its own identity, and this console does not. Which is a shame, but that is also entirely on Sony. Okay, so... maybe it's the other way around? I'm guessing it has to do with the fact that some of these arches are complete and some are not. Maybe, maybe not. I'm trying to figure this one out by myself this time instead of, you know, just quickly figuring one of these needs to be something else. My first guess was based upon whether or not if one of these was complete. The windows, the gateways. I don't think that's it. My second guess was, well, there's also these red roses here. Maybe the red has to be with the red. That doesn't seem to be it either because it's not changing. There's red roses over there. This is what I mean by these puzzles are bad. It's like I'm looking for keys. I'm looking for, like, why... like, what here tells me as a hint for what it means. There's nothing. This is gonna be another one where I have to look it up, isn't it? That's a shame. Yeah, these fire puzzles are just really bunk. So, Grantbridgeshire. That's funny. That is actually very funny in this tutorial of it. This is likely the first mushroom-based side activity you will find in this game. You will be probably somewhat confused. You think? While there are plenty of more of these throughout Assassin's Creed Valhalla, this first one often baffles players because you're not sure on how on earth to solve it. Don't worry, we're here to help. This puzzle, you'll need a series... The ones you need to light depend on the clues in the area. What clues? I have looked, and there are clues, but they don't make any sense. This is so wordy to keep you... like, I'm still scrolling through this just to find out, okay, what pattern is the fire supposed to be in? They word this stuff so long so it keeps you on the website. Looking behind the 5 braziers, 3 of them have mini gates behind them. The frame that frame the flame... wow, that's a word sandwich. That frame the flame within them. Interact with those 3 to make them turn blue and viola. I did that already and nothing happened. This one is blue. This one is not. This one is blue. And that one is not. And nothing happens. Oh wait, though, this one's supposed to be blue. This one's supposed to be red. If that was the same confusion I had before, then I am sorry. But yeah, I'm just like, what? So my answer at the start was the right answer. For some reason, it just didn't happen. Okay.
He who enters from the cold with frozen legs in need of food and clothing.
I do just love the fact that that tutorial said, yeah, people try these and they're really confused by them. So I'm just like, I'm not alone. I'm not crazy for hating these things. Okay. Right, let's go on to the next one, which we can actually probably just go there ourselves. Yeah, we can just go there ourselves. You see, this is a lot funner than doing just the story campaign, isn't it? It's been so worthwhile to save these for 140 hours for one video. One thing I will say about completing things in this game, I was shocked. After the last part, in the past couple days, I went around and did a few achievements of small things that I just, for some reason, somehow have not done in the game so far, which is like jump off your horse and kill someone. You get an achievement for that. And I was like, what? Okay, sure. Apparently 7% of people get that. I was like, whoa, okay. This is super simple and no one's done it. I was shocked to find out that no one played all of the Orlog in this game. So, the trophies for the PlayStation 5 say that only 2% of people have beaten all of the Orlog matches in Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Now, keep in mind that if you look at the trophy system itself, that only half of the people who have turned on and played this game made it to Grantbridgeshire at the beginning of this game. That was part 3 of this playthrough. That's like 10 or 15 hours into the game, which, granted, for any other game, that's kind of long. Excuse me. But, yeah, that in itself is kind of shocking. But only 2% of players, it's one of the least obtained trophies in this whole game. I don't go around, I'm not some trophy collector or anything for PlayStation, Xbox, or anything like that. I don't really care about achievements. But I thought it would be interesting to get a few of them for this because I'm trying to just, there is something there that is fascinating. Mystery and adventure. First off, let's do this, but I want to see what that is. Anyway, yeah, I was surprised that only 2% of people beat all the Orlog. The Orlog was so fun. It was like Gwent. I love Gwent in The Witcher 3. I have physical Gwent decks in real life. It is a very fun game to play. Orlog was just as fun in my opinion. And nobody played it, apparently, which really kind of surprised me. I was like, huh, you guys really didn't like this, huh? Okay, that was wrong. But yeah, if you have this game, if you enjoy... Can I do that again? If you have this game, maybe just sit down for a session of playing this game and do all the Orlog. It's fun. I don't know. I like games like that. This is curious. This one has all of the... I would guess that all of the... Like, you go in this direction for the fact that all the shields and stuff go here? But it doesn't seem to like that. Instead, we're going to go in this one. Whoa, okay. Oh, okay, we're getting... Right, we're getting very interesting here. I love how you can see up there the... Whatever filter effect for this is kind of like cutting around up in the top of the skybox. Oh boy. What does it want this time? We have shields, we have the Raven Clan, we have flowers, and we have hay. We're gonna go for the Raven Clan, I guess. It didn't like the Raven Clan. Okay. Try again. I do at least appreciate the fact that I can just keep retrying this. So needless to say, at the end of the day, I can say that I'm one of the few players that beat all of the Orlog, apparently. We're gonna go flowers. It didn't like it. Yeah, this really kind of is the main issue with these fly agaric puzzles. In general, is that they don't tell you a whole lot, even in clues, what is what. Like the Animus puzzles, which I finished all of back in mid-February, were way better at telegraphing what is necessary to do these puzzles. This one is just like, here's a bunch of stuff, look at it and guess. Like, what does this hay mean? What do the shields and axes mean? Am I supposed to go here? Apparently these two are not the right ones. We're gonna go with the shield and axes. Okay, that was right. This one doesn't even give any hints at all. It's just 3 gateways. One of them has some flowers in front of it, and that's it. That was apparently right.
I saw a rich man's home burning, yet he was hopeful, and death stood outside his door. It is always better to live, even in misery.
Right. The next one will be down here in Kent. On the side, when I'm not playing this or busy working on other things like my photos or such, I've been recently repicking up Pokemon Crystal again. I think I started it a while ago and just put it down for some reason. But I got done with Olivine City last night and defeated Jasmine, the Steel Gym leader. That was good, and now I can continue on towards Blackthorn City and the Lake of Rage and all of that section of Gen 2. We'll get to see, well, we won't get to see, I'm not capturing it, but I'll get to see Lance and capture the Red Gyarados. And after that, go through the ice tunnel, go to Blackthorn City, and fight Claire. Hallucination challenge. Observe the signs and pass through the gates in the correct... Okay, so it's another gate challenge. Interesting how that kind of just terminates in nothing up there. We're going to try this first. That was wrong. Okay, we're gonna go up here. I don't think there's any other gates. Boat, fire, death, birds. Where's the boat? I think this is the I think this one has literally laid out the answer for how to do this. Yeah, there it is. Okay, yeah, so this one actually laid out the answer to this whole puzzle a lot easier than any of the other ones so far today. Oh, look at the fish. They're all floating. That's neat. It's always neat to see weird, quirky things in this game because of, like, how serious most of it is most of the time. Yeah, this puzzle's fine because it actually told me, like, how does this work? I still had to figure that out. Aww. But it said boat fire. Alright, so what is it then? We got boat, then fire. I guess that's not how it is. Oh, I'm dumb. It just teleported me back to go through the next gates. Right, so this one, and then the birds is the last one. Yeah, this one's good. Okay. This is the last one. Yeah, this one telegraphed the clues way better. Nice.
Travel widely to become wise. For all things are too easy at home, and the ignorant who sit among wise men will be mocked.
We've gone too long without violence. I was gonna say, there's supposed to be a banner guy here. Where were you, bud? You just were you taking a nap, or did you just... I like to imagine that I already started fighting these guys, and then this guy just digitally started to apparate here as soon as I've wrapped up with these guys. So he just kind of warps in, and he's like, huh? And I just took them out. Oh, that's great. Self-amusement. We all live in a digital world, Digimon. That's not the right theme, I don't think. This one should be interesting.
That is not what I was expecting.
Oh, okay, never mind, it's a fight. I was thinking it was about to be some sort of, like, parkour puzzle, but it's just another fight. How did... Oh, I was about to say, how did the wolf block me? What dark magic is this? Oh, each time that happens, I'm like, what? How is this possible? And somehow I missed him with that. Great. What do you mean interact? New quest. From what? Oh, he turned back into a bear. He's a Beorning. Whoa, yeah, it is so weird seeing the animals block me like that. So what's your deal? The funny thing is there's nothing here. There's no quest from that. I interacted with their body and it said that I got a quest and now there's nothing. Okay, sure, whatever. It's fine. Just a little confusing. Is that all of them? I don't think it is, but no, there's one up here. We're gonna go here for that. I looked at the inventory Retta has. Retta back at Ravensthorpe. He gives you some special items sometimes, depending on how much opal you have. And he had a special mount that I could summon instead of the horse. It was some sort of lynx cat thing. And I wanted it because I was really curious, but it was really expensive and I could not get it. It also had a weird name to it. It was some sort of mythical lynx thing. But I'm just like, oh, you can get other animals aside from the horses as mounts in this game? That's insane. When you're doing stuff like that, you're just making me start to think this game is War of Warcraft or something. Okay, there's the next one. What do we got? Hallucination Challenge. Another portal puzzle. Okay, I see. Why did I pull out my sword? Oh. Yeah, like this was easy. This is a very simple puzzle. It's just how many tombstones are in front of the gates.
A wary guest who wants a meal is silent. He listens and looks about. So must a wise man be, who searches within himself.
That appears to be all of the mushrooms. in England. So, next is Norway. There are a few here as well. But we are done in England with the mushrooms. They're all done. It's been a while since I've been to Norway. I've never been there in real life, but that would be cool. That would be a cool vacation or something. Right, so where are they? We have some quests. There's one out by Realfik. Fike? I don't know how to pronounce that. Okay, there's also one over there. Hortifolk? Rigiafolk? Yeah, there's two of them here. We're gonna go to this one first just because it will be quick. I put a marker on it. The other one we're gonna have to sail to. I don't think getting on my horse and using my horse as a meat cushion is going to be very effective. I have enough health to jump down this mountain, but... yeah. The meat cushion idea probably wouldn't go so well. You got to remember, your horse in a game like Red Dead Redemption 2, having your horse is a bit more serious than your horse in this game. Horses in this game, yeah, you level them up and such, but they're kind of like Epona or Yoshi, where they're very disposable. This is not Red Dead 2 in that regard. You lose your horse in Red Dead 2, it is a catastrophe. I think this is a fight. You defeat the enemies, yep. Oh, come on. How did I not hit that? Once again, did I run out of the bounds? Yes, I did. That sucks. I really thought I was going to pin him against that tree and do the attack on him. I'll try it again, but yeah, that's unfortunate. Yeah, I got him this time. Can I, like, dodge? Thank you. No, Eivor, don't attack them. This guy just kind of died on his own, I think. I didn't hit him. Oh, come on with that crap. Try again. Oh, that was funny. We got to see the guy as, like, his actual physical entity without this skin on top of him. It was a single frame, but I saw he was just a regular soldier. This game can be quirky sometimes. Throw the flaming super death sword! We good? Yeah, we're good. One more. I will also just say the last two parts of this have been kind of annoying to capture in that random pardon me, BMG, the company that I guess Ubisoft went through to like copyright the soundtrack for this game, for some reason keeps going after hyper specific story related tracks of this game. So if you plan on playing this yourself and putting it on YouTube or something, I have now, like in the last one, there was 5 hours of game footage, and 1 minute of that was claimed by BMG because of the song that played in the attack against Hungar. The guy, Hogarth from Iron Giant. the that when the priest like closed up the room and started the attack during Hungar's whatever his name is, like coronation or announcement that he was going to be the king. The music that plays faintly in the background of that got claimed by BMG, and I did the counterclaim against it, and they were like, no, that's ours. And it's like, okay, that goes against your terms of service in EULA, because you don't have the right to claim that because it's a gameplay YouTube video that goes against the EULA. But it's something that I could only fix by going to court over, and I'm not about to, that would be incredibly stupid to go to court over something that small. But it's just one of those annoyances where it's just like, hey, legally you can't do this, but you're going to because you are the copyright owner on YouTube. And that's how a lot of YouTube creators get screwed over. Because it's just like, yeah, oftentimes I will read the EULA of a game before I start playing through it on YouTube, just to know, like, what are the rules about this? Because the rules are very important, dear children. They are very important for doing things like this. And when the entities that are associated with a game company start to break the rules, then it gets really annoying. But you can't do much about that because they do what they want. Anyway, yeah. I had two instances in the video before last one where a minute each of like story related music was copywritten, and it's not even like the composers of the actual songs are doing that. It's just like the copyright people, whatever organization, whatever label they're under, not even necessarily associated with Ubisoft at all. Just whatever the artist label for distribution is under will do that. Normally in the past, like I've done that with Horizon Chase Turbo. God, I've done that with a few games where I'll just straight up contact the actual artist about the issue, which is maybe like, whoa, man, you're just contacting random composers for video games over your small YouTube playthroughs. Like, yeah, fucking I will. You want to bet I won't? I've done that a couple of times in the past for certain games, and normally once I do that and tell a message to like CD Baby or these other random like distribution things, like, hey, I've straight up here's an email from the composer telling you can't do this to me, kind of stuff. It's with something like this where it's just like, man, I'm audio on YouTube sucks. I'll just flatly say that. Audio just really sucks on YouTube. If you're not prepared to either just give in or hunker down and, like, go to the extreme of not, like, letting these things do this, it's a mess. You learn to deal with it, but that is life here. Alright, so there's a note. Note written in an unsteady hand. The first gate leads to Thruthheim, where Thor thunders until Ragnarok. The second gate leads to Freya's Folkvang, for good men and women grown weary of battle. The third gate leads to Gladshame, where All-Father welcomes his blood drinkers. So Thor, Freya, and Odin. That looks like Freya. That is Thor. Who is this guy? That looks like Odin. And then there's some doors that are blank. I want to say that looks like Thor. Yes, we're right. Okay. Then Freya. A part of me bringing that up is like, I'm not doing any story-related stuff for once, so I hope that I hope BMG or whoever the hell just doesn't do anything with this video this time. That would be annoying.
One who wanders widely and has traveled far will learn the scope of mankind's nature and discover common sense.
And this is not just a me thing. I watch plenty of other creators. They all have the exact same issues. They have to go through the same things of either... Most of the time, I kind of learn from that about, like, yeah, just contact the composer and tell them to tell the label to fuck off. That's kind of what I've learned from other creators to do. But, yeah, it can just be really annoying. I think that's all the mushrooms. The Isle of Skye. So, yeah, this is off the coast of Scotland. This is the area we have not been to, really. I arrived there and I did nothing there, but we're not doing that Sorry, I hit the mic. We're not doing anything there today. So, given that I don't see any more mushrooms on the map, I think we're gonna do a side quest. We're now almost 2 hours in. We're gonna do a side quest. We're gonna do a couple side quests until I run out of time. So, the first one I want to do... is this the one I want to do first? Maybe not. We'll do it. We're gonna go out here, do this one. If this is the one I think it is, then it'll be good. It's been a long time since I've been to Tamworth, jeez. Oh, and on the other side of things, Norse warrior. Oh, it's this one. I did this one in the past, yeah.
Fool! Must I do everything? Please do not distract us. We're trying to solve a problem here. We need fire to set the house ablaze. Think.
I mean, I have exploding arrows.
I told you we need to set fire to the house so the raid feels real.
I didn't forget it. You said you would bring it.
Ah, you fool! Must I do everything?
I was gonna say, is it not gonna blow up on its own?
Look, this stranger has helped us.
Yeah.
Come here, Sprout. Who are you?
You wanted fire. There you have it. Though I get the sense you two are ill fit for whatever it is you're plotting.
This one takes us for a fool, brother. We sons of Ragnar have this well under control.
No, we do not.
Sons of Ragnar? I know of many, but never have I heard of Dull and Dollar. What is your plan here?
We set up that abandoned house to practice a raid. Build it with our most precious things to up the stakes.
Even master raiders such as we need to stay sharp, brother.
You better hurry.
I was gonna say, I just lit your house full of all your valuables on fire.
Please come with. I do not want to do this with my brother alone.
This raid will harden our legacy, brother. Clans will come crawling.
Alright, you guys are some wannabes, we'll help.
Names will echo in the halls of Valhalla. And worry not, budding sprout. Together, we will grow you into a fine warrior.
I get the feeling we haven't much to teach you.
Go on, brother. Like we talked about. Blow these doors in like a punishing storm. Stand back, Sprout, and observe. You may learn a thing or two.
I am excited. You must hear it in my voice.
I cannot do it.
Stand aside.
What is wrong?
The door is not opening.
Use the key.
Ah, yes. Where did I put it?
God. What a tracks. It is inside. Quick. Must get it back for us.
Dull and Dollar.
Yeah, dull and dollar. Well, here's a way in. Maybe. It doesn't seem like Eivor's really up for opening this. Oh, lovely. There's just a dead dude back here. Okay, so we have this, but I can't, like, move it. I'm gonna do a once around the house and see if maybe those boxes will disappear magically now. How did I get that? How did I get that? Well, when you know, you know. I kind of called that. I'm like, you know, I probably walked around the house just a little too fast for the game to like do anything with me to be able to do this. Ah, that's wonderful.
I do not see it here.
Why don't you guys come around back? The door's open. Honestly, it's not even too bad in here. It's just kind of musty.
Wrong again. Focus.
The bag's in the corner. I seem to remember putting it there.
This must be the key to the door.
It's here.
Get out of there!
Oh, thick-headed fools. I am unharmed, which makes you very lucky.
Smart, you mean? I must have taken Mother's axe out of the house, knowing this fool would forget it.
And left the key in its place. You two are as useful as a glass hammer. I'm leaving.
Do not listen to that drivel, brother.
The Twit Saga Part 1. Oh god, they're gonna come back, are they? Well, we're not done with them, it seems. Yeah, they're not very good at what they're trying to do. Right. Yeah, there's just a dead dude out in the field over here. Let's take a look at who.
There was method to these cuts.
Filbert, 38.
Trained Saxon warrior.
You died in a really weird pose. Avenge Filber 38. Okay, where? Oh my god. Here's the weird part is that in my experience with like these random player bodies, because this is from an account that has played this game, normally where they died is literally where they died in place, which to me would mean that this person was chased all the way up here and died from enemies that they found over here. Alright, we got nothing better to do. We're just doing these side missions. It's not an annoyance of like fighting them themselves. It's more just like they're pretty far away, man. How did this happen? You had a weird encounter there, huh, Filbert? Oh, it was these guys. Okay. This'll be fun.
They will attack on sight here.
How's it going, guys? I like how I knocked his shield off. These guys have no idea what they're getting into. This is going to be a bloodbath. Where's the axe? Oh, I got blocked. Oh, yeah, this guy over here did it, huh? Arbalist. Oh, the Arbalist over here is still alive. Was that no, that's not everyone. I believe that was everyone. The thing is this may be a little pointless to, like, go after these characters who killed this other player, apparently. But you do actually get a fair amount of experience from these. Not the most, but you get some, which to me is valuable. The other one's across the river. Yeah, however this happened, however this person died is kind of insane. I would be curious to see it. They were so far away from any of this, and the fact that enemies from 2 different camps, it says, are the ones that killed them, is kind of a first. I might have encountered something like this once before, but this is kind of far out there for one of these. This isn't difficult, it's just bizarre. Okay, Eivor, you don't want to pick up the spear for some reason.
Your death has been avenged.
Filber, 38, you can rest in peace. Alright, we got some experience from that, that's fine. Now, I want to get this crawling mission, whatever this is, done with. It's always here whenever I warp here, so I'm just like, I may as well just do this quest right now. Alright, let's see what's going on in here.
Someone there? Scraps and rags. Hard as stone, and the stench is ripe.
You! How dare you! Crolan's throne belongs only to the one true King of Briars.
The King of Briars? This throne of mud and shit? Show yourself when you address me. This throne belongs to me now.
This throne of muck and manure? I suppose that makes you the Lord of Shitsby.
How dare you insult the brave and valorous soldiers
Of Shitsby, yes. I know your type.
insolent ferret! Kill this usurper!
No, this'll be fine. This is when your RP group just goes wrong. Oh, you're a bunch of LARPers, are you? This is a pretty intense LARPing session, I'd say.
Fools in the thrall of an absent king. Pitiful.
Was that it? Yeah, that was it. The King of Shitsby. Ah, this game. Mud Throne, what lies in ruin may one day be rebuilt. We wait at the ready for he who wears the crown of briars. I'm sure that there's, like, different ways that that could have gone about, but I am totally okay with that being the King of Shitsby. There is gold here. There's some sort of wealth. Oh, it's just up above. Sneaky. Oh, come on. Eivor, please. I mean, that'll do. Right. Alright, that was a quick one. Let's go to that one. It's just over there. Oh, I think I might have got myself cut off earlier, but recently I sold a few prints of my work, which was very nice to do. Some of my first official sales on my art, and that was nice. I hope they enjoy them. I pack them very well. And I will say they have good taste.
Go!
And we killed a heron. Alright, so what is this?
I want you to know that you can be like me. No longer dumb and angry like heathens.
Aye, monk. No need to brag of your faith.
Have you recently tested your faith? Considered the holy path? It is a better way, I swear to you.
I am content with my gods.
Not as content as I am with mine, I am sure. He allows me to avoid rage. I am never angry. Never.
Good for you.
Without anger in my life, I am completely changed. No longer obsessed with riches like you. They are meaningless because he loves me. Go ahead and burn my house. Destroy my belongings. I will never get angry.
You want to bet? You just made a terrible bet.
No longer dumb and angry like heathens.
You good?
Yes, burn it down. Make a pyre of the past.
Does this guy have like a kink for this or something? What's going on?
Go ahead, destroy more. My faith cannot be broken. Thank you, Lord, for sending this devil to test my faith.
Yeah, he's insane.
Yes, go ahead. You see, I am not angry. Make yourself at home. It does not bother me. You will soon change from your pagan ways.
And all of this homestead? The livestock. This is all yours.
They are not mine, but God's. I have returned to God, and now I share all things.
Yes, you mentioned that. Curious, good man. What were you before you...
I also just love how Eivor is totally calm while doing all of this.
Heathen, lost and violent. You should try praying before it is too late.
Too late. For what? The eternal buckery you possess? And now you stand. I worry that stool is covered in shit. What is this?
Oh no, that's... that key. Do what you like with it. Throw it in the river. My faith will not budge.
He has a shed? Where? Oh, back here. Is it gonna be some fucked up shit? Wait.
This hut reeks. As if a battlefield. Corpses.
Oh, yep.
Converts? Or your past crimes?
You desecrate my integrity by insinuating such. But my faith cannot be
I knew this guy was insane, but okay.
Praise be to my Lord.
Praise be to nothing. What crimes lie beneath your veil of Christ? What crimes have you gotten away with? You are no convert. You are a filthy opportunist. The church gave you riches.
I am a strong, Christian, mild-mannered man of the cloth. My pagan past is gone. I am...
A hypocrite, with not a shred of honor. You should pay for your crimes. People die unjustly in your newfound faith.
I gave you a chance, heathen. I am a better, richer man for what I did. I changed course, and fuck it! I am still the blood-hungry whore I once was.
Holy crap.
Fucking die, you putrid shit-eater!
sworn an oath to a pile of shit, you liar, full of false pride. You should be judged at an all thing for your crimes.
I love how much of not that spun around like 3 times of just sanity. Oh man, I am a man of Christ. I didn't expect him to go that unhinged where he's just like, die, you fucking pagan. Just like, whoa, whoa, this is amazing.
I was willing to give everything away. Often those who have taken too much.
Oh, that was amazing. That level of just chaotic unhinged, that escalation was so instant. That was amazing. Oh, I love crazy crap like that. Like, you know, you meet the guy and you're like, okay, hey bud, how's it going? You're fine. You seem a little megalomaniac, egotistical or something about yourself. Oh, I love how the bomb is still up there from the arrow. Can I blow it up again? Oop, the camera was weird there. Yeah, I can. Okay. 2 fires. But yeah, that was... This is why I love the side quests in this game, and why I have specifically saved them for their own segments, for the most part, is they just get so crazy. Some of them are very sad, some of them are enormously entertaining, a lot of them are unhinged. They are the butter on top of the bread for this game. We've been chewing at the bread for a while, and right now we're eating a little bit of that butter, and it's so delicious, man. There's something here. Are we still under attack by whatever was chasing us, or no? I don't think so. What's your deal?
By all the backroads of the world, what ails my mind? Must be a hangover.
You have an axe in your head.
Over here, good warrior.
You see, this is what I mean. We just came across this guy who has an axe in his head.
Hi, stranger. Excuse me, I have a slight pain. Do you notice anything on my head?
No.
It's an itch or a cut.
I think he got a mosquito bite.
Won't go away.
It appears to be a battle scar.
As I suspect. It must be from my most recent battle.
This is the sanest game, and I love it.
He got the worst of it.
Worse than... I suppose it's possible, yes? If he's headless?
My arms are numb from battle. Does it need any dressing? Do you think it is a serious wound?
You have an axe in your head. It's just a little scar. It's a little, you know. I kind of want to tell them both. I want to see both reactions, but we can only do one. So, oh man, I don't even have a coin. We're gonna be blunt. We're just gonna tell them.
You have an axe in your head. It is grim. I will take it out, but you will surely head off to the next realm soon.
Valhalla it is. I appreciate your candid response. Now I prepare myself for the sights and sounds of the corpse hall.
I will relieve you of the pain it gives you. Send you down the Bifrost.
It is time. You know, there's a great mead hall nearby.
All your enemies have been slain. Now, you rejoice.
Man, I kind of think it would have been better just to leave him with the axe in his head. I think he would have lived a fine life. We got a lot of experience from it, but still. Oh, I think this is Degolas. Are we finally getting to Degolas? We will see. I think this is him. I think this is the bootleg Legolas that is poopy. You will know what I mean when we get there. That has context to it. I have brought him up in the past. He is an amazing side quest because it's just so ridiculous. This is the fun stuff. This is the fun content in this game, is all the side quests are just so good. Yes, this is the poopy Legolas. Oh, Degolas!
Jill, smell it!
Yep.
Oh, I can taste it! Oh, yeah! The war is over! This must change!
My child, your home is cursed with shit.
I could laugh, but I cannot.
Even the kid found it funny.
Orders from the devil who produced me with this prick. Oh, that smell! He dips his arrows in cow dung and never washes. Says it brings him luck.
Oh god.
We're doomed to choke in Father's shithouse.
Who wrote this? Who at Ubisoft wrote this? This was brought into a meeting? It was storyboarded?
Monsters, oh,
The management approved this!
are the only thing keeping me alive in the face of such a vile
This is real. This is a real quest. I cannot emphasize that more. These are real quests that went through storyboarding, character designing, and everything. Oh god, he's in the house, isn't he? The levels of Unhinged here are exactly on my level, and I vibe with all this insanity. It is wonderful. I love how the mother just does not care. She has said nothing, she's not really interactable, and she's just minding her own business. Read. Oh, it's not really letting me read it because I'm getting hurt. I guess we might be able to read it after. Okay, yeah, there's one more over here in the corner. We're gonna be alright with this mission because we have a lot of health. But yes, we are dying to shit right now. Is there anything else? Dear Father, our house... we are legit actually going to die in here if we stay in here. I need to heal. We are... Out of any of the enemies we have fought so far today, or in recent times, they haven't even gotten this close as hurting us. Okay, there's the last one. But you enter Degolas' house? Oh man, we're gonna die to poop.
Wonderful. The house is habitable again.
Okay, 1 second. I want to read that note before we talk to the kid. Dear soiled letter. Dear Father, our house has been condemned past on the devil's armpits. I am considering returning to you at Fullest Farm, for even a farmstead does not kill one's nose as much as Degolas does. I have renamed my husband the one I should not have married. Please send help. Lie in vinegar in a washbin if possible. Sincerely, Papa of Mercia.
The stink from those crates is gone. In my experience, if you do not cure the sauce, shit returns.
My father, Digolas, he's a famous archer, but he never washes. Never. I'm going to confront him. That pox. Mother, I'm going to get father back. I've had enough.
This is the finest of literature. This is pure insanity. Okay, there he is. He's up. You can see his stink cloud. I love how he stayed in the air like Wile E. Coyote for a moment. That was nuts, too.
My layer of sacred warrior shit has run off.
Mother,
His lair.
Mother, you won't believe it. Father has been cleansed.
The evil is gone.
Toxic clouds he once
Baptized
produced.
again, my beautiful Degolas. My love, you are finally clean. Our home also. Come here, my love. I can see your skin again.
Who at Ubisoft just had like a weird hate boner for Legolas? That's my question.
How does it feel to be clean again, Legolas?
This clean feeling is strange to me. I was happy as a degenerate mudball. I never worried about these vain ventures.
Your desires are not always those of your gods, your family, and your, well, those you lie with.
I feel I've sold my warrior self. The grime inspired my bow. My shit arrows would strike fear into my foe's nose.
Well, I'm certain your arrows will still fly true. You did not lose your archer skill.
Only time will tell. Be well, stranger.
Insanity. Pure and unrivaled insanity. This is a good game. I recommend it. Oh boy, how much time do I have left? I can probably do 2 more quests, maybe. We will see. Maybe 3. Depends entirely on how fast we go. But yeah, finally, we have met Legolas in this playthrough. Oh boy. Right, so what's your deal?
To Elfheim. If I had my eyes, I would show you its splendor myself. Alas,
Alfheimer, you say? Have you drunk a seer's concoction?
no. I am as blind as they come. However, the light elves guide me through this realm, and I sense it. The path is fraught with delight. Branches the light elves drop. And at the end, the third paradise. Wind blew.
The wind blew. Higher than all the realms.
Higher than Valhalla itself. I use the magic balls of Muspel, lit by the light elves to guide me. We will see the wind bloom together. Please illuminate the path into Elfheimer.
Okay, so I'm supposed to light the brazier.
Illuminate the path into Elfheimer. Please illuminate the path into Elfheimer. Please illuminate the path into Elfheimer.
We're gonna blow it up, I guess? That seems to be the easiest way to light things on fire.
Illuminate the path into Elfheimer.
There we go.
I sense the light elves. The luxury of their strong souls. Here they are.
What do you mean, here they are?
Are you from here?
I hail from Zealand. joined Guthrum on his march through the swamps. But losing my eyes, they left me behind.
Oh, there's multiple.
Please, illuminate the path.
Your family? Friends?
They're back in Zealand, but no need. I have the night elves whom love, care for me now. Please, Ilum. We are close, so close. From here, a final leg to this journey. Yes, here. This is the path. The wind blue is across the Swan Road. I can see it. The river
I feel like this is a reference to something, but it's over my head. I don't know what this is. So what, you want me to get on this boat? Okay.
Careful now. We don't want to attract any unwanted attention from the Dark Elves. Oh, how they haunt me.
Right, so where are we going now, man?
There. That is Freyr's castle. He keeps court in there. Or did. Until the Dark Elves came.
This guy's not right in the head, but sure. Bleh.
You can have your wind blue now. In peace, Oldringer.
Ah, yes. The realm is safe. For now. Hail, Drenger.
Okay, I just brought him over here, and everything seems to be fine, apparently. Bag of eyes. We got a bag of eyes from that. Right. Sure. Okay. Totally fine. Not suspicious. We're gonna go to this one up here and see what this is. Get away from the swamps for a little bit. We need to get away from Degolis's shit. Let's see if we survive this fall. We do! Nice. We absolutely shouldn't have, but it is a video game. Yeah, if I had known that the mushroom stuff would have been that kind of puzzle-based and not so super entertaining. Like, it's funny, it's like, haha, he's on drugs and he's tripping out with weird things happening. Most of that stuff was not really that interesting, in my opinion. That's stuff I would have done just on my own. If I had known that, for the whole scale of all of them.
We should stop coming here, Skekki. It only saddens you when...
That would have left more time to just do a lot of these side quests today, to be honest.
You looking to set foot in there? I would not advise it.
In my youth, I could. Both of us could. We would not think twice about taking back what is ours.
You lived here.
It was a fishing village once.
built it with our bare hands, all of it. But bandits drove us out the moment they saw how plentiful the waters were. The fish here are not shy, and they are difficult to sate.
You make it hard to resist. I may have to see for myself.
It will not be easy. Why not take my wife with you? Stickler would love to raise hell against these dogs.
What would it serve? Only a matter of time before more roving bandits catch a whiff of this place.
We know. Such is the case in all of Lincolnshire. But it would be a small victory. A chance to dip our feet for a while.
All right, I'll take her. Always good to rekindle a flame. On me, Stickler. We will wet your blade with her bones.
Oh, it's this place. There's a lot of guys here, so this might take a while. I'm fine with that, but this is a big town. And the enemies are kind of spread out and around.
You're difficult to sate. I like it.
You know, fence fighting. We're fencing right now. I am the greatest fencer in all of Mercia. Well, I guess we're in Lincolnshire. It doesn't matter. Anyone else? Right in the face. One of those guys just fell down. Very professional. Come on, guys, you need to be more skilled than this. I don't want to fight a bunch of losers. You guys are kind of seeming like a bunch of losers. There's a guy with a key over there. What was that note in there? Oh no, it wasn't a note, it was just stuff.
Great passion, Stickler.
All this blood! The waters will run red!
I don't see anyone else. There should be more.
You fight with great passion, Stickler.
Oh, it's gonna be one of these looping conversation moments, huh? Okay, there's another guy.
You're difficult to sate.
Like, there's a bunch of guys out there, but do they count? We're gonna go out there. Just double check.
They fight like children!
That'll do.
They fight like children!
Oh, there's still more out there.
All this blood! The waters will run red!
You're difficult to sate. I like it.
They fight like children!
That is all of them.
Skekki will be thrilled. Let us go to him.
Yeah, that wasn't too bad. He's up there. It's just an extermination mission.
You made it look effortless.
Stikla is a stout fighter. Worthy enough to raid with the best Drengi. Maybe what she is destined for.
You honor her, and believe me, I have tried. But she is stubborn, insists on looking after this old and frail hound.
When you die, have her seek me out.
You jest, but I shall take you up on it. Until then.
Little victories. We are getting a good amount of skill points today, which is nice. Right, so now... where's another mission to do? I want to do this one. I want to find the mission with the fox and the old lady. The one with Dandelion, the magical fox. The foxiest of foxes. There's a mission where an old lady thinks that her dog or cat or something is a dog or cat, when in reality it's a fox. And it's a really cute and memorable mission because the fox is adorable. Jin Sakai would approve. I think it's out here. It's at one of these places, but we haven't found it so far. I think this is it. It's either this one or this I think this is the one with the guy who wants to like fight and kill himself for honor or something. It's either that or it's the little girl who's out in the field of her house. No, it's the guy who is like upset with the world and wants to fight and die or something. I remember this. I remember on the PS4 losing this quest because I wasn't strong enough for it. I don't think we'll have that issue here.
Why the cursing, Vikinger?
These are the funeral embers of the last of my raiding crew. One by one, they have fallen.
It is a heavy loss.
There is more. Just days ago, news from Norway tells me my family has been taken by the plague. All of them. All!
Vikinger.
My wife, my children. All my pretty ones. It is too much.
You must grieve for your loss, friend.
I cannot weep. As a raider, I taught myself not to. Could you give me leave to weep?
What do you mean?
You are a Vikinger, as am I. Perhaps if you gave me leave, I would water the earth with a storm of tears to soften the pain.
Consider me your chieftain. Consider that I command you. Weep, Vikinger. Weep.
It is no good. I cannot. I cannot.
He's trying so hard to cry. There you go, bud. There you go, bud. It's okay. The juice from your eyes is normal. Let it out. It's okay. You're just milking your eyes. Everything's fine.
Weep, my friend. I'll leave you in peace.
This is a happy game, filled with happy people. Okay, homie. You're gonna be fine. You're gonna be alright. I'll send you a care package later. It's okay. This is a happy game. That was not the fox. That was not the fox at all. So, where are some other areas where it could be? Could be up there. It could be down here. Yeah, I want to say on the PS4, I did that mission, but I chose to fight him instead because I didn't have the charisma for that. And I remember losing that fight. He was too difficult to fight. If this is the fox, this will be the last thing we do today. If not, then I might do one more. I think that this is the fox. Here we go. Yep, this is the fox. This is Dandelion. One of the most memorable quests in the game, in my opinion.
My ickle dandelion! Where are you, Dandy?
What has happened?
Dandelion puff upset some kindling. Bad girl. Everything burst into flames. I barely escaped.
Dandelion Puff.
My ickle doggy walkie.
Doggy woggy.
In the house. I rushed out, but she didn't follow me.
Dandelion! Oh no! We must rescue them.
Dandelion?
Dandy-doo!
Dandelion? Dandy-doo?
Can we break this? Thank you, Eivor. You! Dandelion! Oh god, it's running through the fire and the flames.
Dandelion Puff. You're no dog. This way, girl. Let's get out of here.
Dandelion puff. You live. That was wrong to stay in the burnt house. Wrong.
It was wrong.
Lucky to be alive.
Friend, I soon will sleep in the comforting arms of the Lord. Can you please look after my ickle doggy dog?
Dandy is no dog. She is a fox.
Fox? How silly I've been. So that's why you love the forest so, eh, Dandy Puff?
I love this game.
Yes,
I love this game so much.
Bless you. I die in peace. Goodbye, my dandy.
Goodbye, Dandy. Fantastic. This is high art. I love it so much. I think Dandelion goes back to Ravensthorpe with us. Here's the thing. Look, the fox is designed like it constantly just like runs between our legs and such. That's a weird thing to say out of context, but yeah, the fox loves us. I think it follows us for a while. I remember going up against this fence and it just disappearing after Eivor says like go to Ravensthorpe, and it like knew it. Like, look, we have a little fox companion. Look at this. It's wonderful. I would love to play this game with a fox companion like this. Questioning barking.
Would you like to join my settlement?
There it goes. It just disappears. Huh. First off, that's incredibly bizarre to see in this game. Just something just gone like that. But second off, I love how they gave this random fox for a random subquest such character. This is so wonderful. We're doing another quest, because I'm still in the mood to play this game. But yeah, it's just amazing. It is so amazing. There's a quest over here towards, like, Snottingham or I think it's in Shropshire, where it's actually a fairly long quest line. So I'm going to try to avoid that for the time being. Whatever this one is seems kind of short. It's up here in Lincolnshire. We'll do this, and then I think we're good for today. It'll be close to 3 hours, and I think that's good. All these 3 hours has just been random side stuff anyway, so this is a lot of extras. I am having a blast with this, though. I say as I'm about to steal this man's ship.
I'm only borrowing it.
I'm only borrowing it. Oh, I thought I heard the old man say, "Leave her, Johnny, leave her. Tomorrow we will cast away, and it's time for us to leave her. Leave her, Johnny, leave her. Oh, leave her, Johnny, leave her. For the voyage is long and the winds don't blow, and it's time for us to leave her." I probably messed a few of those lyrics up, but man, now I'm in the mood to play Assassin's Creed 4.
What's this? What do I have to do? Have I lost my touch?
And if BMG claims me singing that, then I have the voice of a god.
Someone lying to my face.
It is a compliment, Saxon. Take it.
I would take that claim as something of a bit of a,
Leicestershire.
what's the word?
That is a mouthful.
Praise? No. Compliment, that's the word.
It doesn't come close to meriting such a sizable name. That's what's wrong with it. And I've tried. Lord, have I tried. But I cannot, for the life of me, strike the perfect balance. I should just give up.
As I look around, that is hard to argue.
You wouldn't happen to be carrying an eel, would you?
Probably.
I am.
My word. Is this the Lord answering my prayers?
I do a fair amount of fishing in this game.
Toss it in the pot, will you please? I've fished everything in Leicestershire but the eel. Perhaps this elusive river snake has been the answer to my sauce woes all along. Ah, here it is. Would you be so kind?
You want me to taste this?
Of course, for your palate is far less tainted than mine. Take a generous amount, too. And? Verdict?
Oh, no. Not quite there.
Oh, Lord!
if it helps. I've had worse.
I suppose that's it then. It's over. Time for me to pack up my things and see what the fruits of another kingdom might offer me.
Where will you go?
Worcester, I think. Though I'll be buggered if I'm going to name my sauce after that paltry place. Thank you.
Worcester sauce.
Know many
That's a good
names,
joke.
and I don't care to, but you've helped bring closure to this journey. If I could ask one more favor of you, it would be to take this failure to the grottos below my home. I can't stand the sight of it.
Farewell. Luck be with you. You'll need it.
Little sister sauce. Do you have a basement? Yeah, this guy's just trying to make a good sauce. And he seems to suck at it. Oh, okay, here we go.
Well, it was not for a lack of trying.
I don't know if I need to put these other ones down here, but I'm going to anyway. A little weird how I didn't get any, like, anything extra for doing that, even though it asked me to. Whatever. We're still really good on time at the moment, so I think I'll do a quest. Oh, we're gonna do the one that I keep going to, but then skipping every single time. Where is it? Where are this one? This one. Every time I go here, I've been here like 10 times, and I always skip this quest. So we're gonna do it now. It's the one with the, like, girl who killed her family or something after they all started getting sick. I forget exactly. I remember doing this on the PS4. It's supposed to be a spooky one.
There's the stench of rot in the air.
And to build the atmosphere of this quest, I will look at all of the lore. So yeah, there's this dilapidated town out here. There's notices everywhere.
Notice to all under God's eye. Wrath has come to our fair town. Be gone or be doomed.
Spooky.
Stop!
And then you just see this person running through the town. Oh, we could have maybe caught them there. I don't know. I don't know if we can catch them. This is kind of awkward. They're not really traversing the area very well.
Stop!
There's nowhere left to go.
Please, don't hurt me.
Why are you here alone?
I remain with my family. The withering is taking them, but I do not wish to abandon them.
The withering.
A disease that often goes unnoticed until it is too late. The whole village had it. It destroys the mind and heightens aggression in an individual. And ultimately, the poor soul is rendered catatonic.
Leave here, child. Your family will soon go, and this village has nothing for you.
But, Papa, Mama,
They will find peace in death. Live for them. They would want that.
I... Right. Cannot hold on any longer to what is already lost. I will go. Here, a key, if you want to check on the sick yourself. If I'm to leave, I can't face them again.
This town leaves behind a bitter legacy. But such is the way of this world. This illness rots the mind of the afflicted.
Right, so she's just kind of in a mental state at the moment. Ripped journal page. Papa is angry very often now, especially at Mama. I wish he would stop throwing things around. They say Papa is ill, but they do not say what it is. We drink a lot of water and we eat to keep healthy. Why is this happening? He blames Mama for cooking bad food. I think he is being mean. Mama is also ill. She is becoming like Papa. They put Papa in another house. Papa and Mama hate me. They want another me, but better. They do not love me. They do not. They want to throw me away. They want to throw me away. They want to throw me away!
My head. It swims. No! A demon.
The stench. They've endured much, it seems. It will not save them, but at least it might ease their suffering. A list of names, ages, all killed by a plague. The Withering.
I believe we finished the quest technically, but... yeah, we have. But I want to say that there's more to this. Like, I want to say that she may be poisoning them. Like, obviously the girl is mentally unstable, but I don't know how far that goes. I'm just taking a look around the town, see if there's anything, like, weird. But I don't see anything. I'm gonna fast travel here again, just to reload the area, and see if anything's different. Like, maybe the girl's gone and the family's dead? I don't know. I want to say that there's more to this, but I'm not seeing it here, presently. Yeah, there's something different here, and it's a little weird. Okay. The noises they make doesn't really help either. Can I put her down? It's not letting me, like, put her down. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I don't believe... Okay, I can carry them, but... Alright, I think we're done here. The mission's done, and there's nothing super weird going on. Aside from that glitch, but that's not canon with whatever lore is supposed to be happening there. So I think we're good. We'll do one more. I have one more in me for this. I want to do it close to a spawn point, though. We'll do whatever this... maybe not. We'll do this. It's a cross from one. And that'll be it for today. We did all the mushrooms. We did a bunch of side quests. Some of the most memorable ones that I remember from 4 years ago in detail. So, to me, today has been great. And I hope it has been somewhat entertaining. Oh, this is the apple cart one. Yeah, I remember this one too. This was one of the first side quests I think I did once I got to England on the PS4. We gotta help this guy carry these baskets of apples to a house, I believe.
Please send me an angel, my lord.
You have lost your apple.
Oh, it's hay. Okay, it's not apples.
Oh, a devilish wind took me over and I worry for them. But I've saved the finest and the juiciest. Oh, these apples
Yeah, no, they're apples. Okay.
with the iridescent light of Jesus.
What makes them
These
special?
apples are filled with
Apples
Jesus.
and apples,
Oh, I beg to differ, my friend. You see, every year we make the pilgrimage to the west. Hammer's farm.
no? Farmer Hammer to the west.
Yes, we call him the Hammer, and his apples are fine. Have this sweet iron tinge in them. My friends have already made it back. They are surely feasting already, but I fell on some misfortune. The cart busted. Oh, me apple cart hath fallen. These apples must be eaten. They're too juicy to be left to rot.
Valde in regno de Egypti faraoni. Obsessus cum profeta Mosi imprecari ma...
Oh, eternal thanks for carrying the crate.
I would be happy to share in the bounty of these apples with you, once we meet up with your friend.
Oh, surely. We will share the Lord's work with you. The iron tinge, you will taste it. We all have earned it after fasting.
Fasting? Is that when you lack food for your god?
Yes, we show our devotion, remove distraction. But now, we give in to the fruits of our Creator's work. Sharing an apple with a friend is the most sublime experience. Oh.
It is nice to sometimes sit back and simply enjoy an apple.
Well, with our fortune always changing in life, it's important to enjoy simple pleasures. Oh, I am so excited for you to see my friend and eat apples with us. The act of walking, the pilgrimage we're going on.
This guy is so giddy. This guy is living his best life.
Glorious pilgrimage, drown in his reward. Here we are, our tiny sanctuary. Join in prayer for the apples if you like. We bob.
Bob?
It is the only way to piously reap the reward of our Holy Father. Praise be to him.
Ye be in camp or in...
Oh, Brother Hopeful. And you've made a friend as well. Good to have you back.
Oh, is he gonna bob for apples? Do it, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it! Yeah, he's doing it. I love how this guy's pushing him while he's doing it. It's just so unfazed, too, just shoving him like it's nothing. Wow, these two, they're loving it. Oh, God. Wow, it's such, we walk up here, he's so excited and giddy, and now he's literally being waterlogged by his friend. You got some weird friends here, man. You got some really weird friends. Oh, I'm so excited for you to meet my friend the Hammer. Proceeds to then get bullied to high hell with him being like slightly... The guy is drowning him in a vat of apples. Oh, God. When we're the best of friends. Da 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 da. I should watch Fox and the Hound again. It's been a while. One more. I know I keep saying that. Oh, and yet we're over the 3-hour mark. This will be the last one then, because once again, it's like, I don't know how much memory I have. I don't technically really even know if this is being captured right now. So if it is, good. If it's not, you can't hear me right now. Yeah, we're doing this. This one is another classic. This one I did in the third part of the PS4 playthrough. I did it on Christmas Day. Or Christmas Eve. I forget which one. I did this mission on Christmas Eve or Day in 2020. And this is a great mission.
We both know it's because you're jealous. You used that silo to... The barley in that silo was watered by my blood and sweat.
Yes, and you get your share of silver when I sell it.
But you keep most of it. Of the 1,000 you made last month, I got a measly 200.
I deserve the extra profit. I secured the sale and managed the tax. Endless hours of negotiating. You there, Dane. Who deserves more? The worker who makes the barley, or he who actually sells it?
It should be shared equally. Whoever breaks their back deserves more. He who seeks the deal deserves a better share. I do not care. Equal.
Silver should be shared equally.
How am I to be encouraged to make all of these deals? My endless hustle, the paperwork, he couldn't sell his own eye.
The barley would never even exist without me. My barley is known across Mercia and Essex. Sebi's slush. My soul is in the mug.
I swear the situation is strained between these two brothers.
And I'm on fire. Yeah, this is actually the answer to the quest, is just burn both of their... They have a financial dispute about who deserves more of their venture, and Eivor just burns both of their houses down, as it was 4 years ago. Merry Christmas! Oh, this is amazing. This is such a quest. This is the questest of quests.
Children, has your family always been this quarrelsome?
Yes, they have. But I hope that has changed thanks to your intervention. Even if it was drastic. Thank you.
Now, there is a key difference here in that I remember these two... Like, the weirdest part is that they're both, like, cheering at both of their houses being burned down. I think I got a little ahead of myself because I remember these two getting into an argument and having a fist fight before I decided to do this last time 4 years ago. So this is a little different. This is a smidgen different than 4 years ago, even though it's the same outcome and story. Oh, look, some dead person right next to me.
I've seen the Saxons fall upon their enemies this way.
This guy was just hiding in the bushes. Yeah, that's another memorable and great quest. Yeah. I think that's it for today. A lot of insanity. Thank you for watching. We'll continue next time. I'm having a little bit of deja vu ending it here with this, but, yeah. Not a whole lot changes in 4 years, it seems. So thank you for watching. We'll continue next time with either more of this or something else. And who knows what might happen. Have a good night, and see you later.